Hello. It's been a while since I made a video. As some of you may know, I made a little video explaining why I had to take a break about a month and a half ago, and I'm sure some of you have seen that. But for those of you who may have missed it, I was just getting really busy with work on the one hand, and my father had to go in the hospital for quite some time on the other hand, and it just seemed like there was a lot of things going on, and I didn't really have the time to devote to making videos and so forth. So I decided to take a little break, and luckily things I think are improving a fair amount. I'm not quite as busy as I had been at work, and my father is out of the hospital and doing quite a bit better, so that's great. And yeah, I mean, basically, I now am starting to have some more time where I could devote to these videos and to the projects that I sort of had to put on hold, including the life-sized Jabba, 3D printed Jabba, and even the life-size 3D printed R2-D2 that I started last year. Last year? Yeah, I guess. It's been a while. So yeah, we need to really finish some of these things up. Today, though, I wanted to talk about one other thing, which is that I actually have just gotten back from Japan. We had been planning this trip to Japan for quite some time before my dad got sick and everything, and luckily he seemed to be improving well enough. He had gotten out of the hospital and everything before we were supposed to leave, so we went ahead and went, and we had quite a good time. Basically visiting my wife's family there, and I've been there quite a number of times. Lived there for a while, but also we visit periodically, and we always enjoy it when we go there. I checked out a number of the toy stores there, and I'm going to show off some of the things that I found there. And just, yeah, thought you might be interested. So if you're wondering what we have in front of you here, one of them here obviously is the Black Series Gamorrean Guard, the 6-inch figure, which is going to be a Target exclusive here in the US, but elsewhere, I guess it just depends where you are. In Japan, it seems like a number of places had it. I found this one at Yoda Bosch Camera in Osaka, which has a really amazing toy section. It's an electronics store, but it has a whole floor of just toys, which is bigger than most toy stores that I've been into, and also video games and things like that. They had a whole nice, smallish, but actually pretty big Star Wars section that had, you know, just about anything you could want there. Quite a bit of high-end stuff, actually, too. Things costing in the hundreds of dollars, but not so much, like, nothing sideshow, that kind of thing, you know, the Western stuff, except for figures, maybe. It was mostly Japanese makers, which is cool to see. Anyway, I picked this up. It was kind of expensive, probably about double what you pay retail here in the US, but wasn't sure if I was going to be able to actually find this figure, and so I just decided to bite the bullet. And if I figured if I find more, I can always get more. I wouldn't mind having 2 or 3 of these, but I'm going to do a whole review video just on this in a little bit. We have here a number of these things. I don't know if anybody knows what these are. These are actually gacha or gachapon capsules, the toy capsules. In Japan, of course, as many of you probably are aware, they have these gachapon machines that, I mean, we have similar ones here, of course, too, but where you put in money and out comes a little toy or something, but the scale is just incredibly different in Japan. They have, well, this Yoda Bosch camera that I went to had literally hundreds of them just lined up, all in a line. Anything you could imagine, just about, from, well, Star Wars to anime, of course, to, you know, Hello Kitty, and just really crazy stuff like, you know, squishy foods, or I got a pouch in the shape of a slice of pizza. I just got all kinds of things. They're a lot of fun. They usually range from about 300 to 500 yen, although sometimes 200. So that's like from $2 or $3 to $5. And, you know, so it's not super cheap or anything generally, but it's about the same as getting some kind of cheap blind box toy, I guess, in the US. And it's a little bit more fun, frankly. So I got a number of those, which I'm going to show off in this video. I also got this Dharma R2-D2, which I will be opening in this video as well. But maybe first of all, I'd like to show you this cloth, or this, it's a small towel, sort of a washcloth kind of thing. This is the only Jabba item that I was able to get in Japan, but it's a pretty good one. A lot of kids in like high school like to carry around these kind of towels just to sort of wipe the sweat off of them because it can get pretty hot and humid, especially during the rainy season when we were there. So I got this towel from Marushin with Jabba on it, and it's pretty awesome. All right, so moving on to the capsules. As I said, there are crazy numbers of these. I couldn't get like, well, I couldn't get all of them. I couldn't get even one of all of them, just because it was quite a bit. You can see here that they had a number of different types of things, types of machines that you could get stuff from. Some of them I actually had intended to get more of, and I ran out of change, and then I just sort of forgot to come back, which was a little too bad. But I did get a few, and so let's see. We got here 3. Wait a minute, that's a different one. This 3 are from Solo, the movie. They had quite a few of these. So let's go ahead and see if we can open a couple of these up. Let's see if it'll focus. So they're usually taped like this, and you open the capsule, and you can just leave the capsule there at the store if you want. A lot of times people will do that. They'll have a little bucket or something where you can just leave the stuff, but I thought it would be fun to actually open them on camera. So let's see. They're just sort of like a little plastic egg, really. This one is a little tricky. There's the hinge. There we go. This one, I've never actually done this on camera. Okay, so we open her up and we get the actual little figure. So this one is a stormtrooper, as you can see. It comes with a base, which is nice. It says Solo Stormtrooper. And then it has a little paper showing all the ones that you can get. Unfortunately, I didn't really get most of the ones that I kind of wanted. I kind of wanted Lando and Han and maybe Enfys Nest. But I didn't want to put too much money into this because, you know, you can spend quite a bit without ever getting the one that you actually wanted. Let's go ahead and open this up. Look at this tiny little blaster. Wow. All right, we're going to open him up. So he's, yeah, kind of made of a hard plastic. And I just hit the camera. This is hard to do on camera. I'm going to probably skip the opening part of the rest of these figures, but just to give you an idea of what it's like, I'll show it here. So he's got a little hole there we can put onto the base. There he is. And probably, whoops, I've dropped the blaster. This is the smallest blaster I've ever seen. Let me put it on before I put it on the base. Okay. That is pretty cute, actually. It's cuter than I had anticipated. There he is. That's pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and open up the other 2 of the Solo capsules that I got, and we'll see what they look like. All right, next up we have Chewbacca with his little goggles on. That's pretty cute as well. Here he is next to the Stormtrooper, so they've made him about in scale with him. And finally we have the Mimban Stormtrooper, who is kind of similar to the other Stormtrooper here, but the different paint scheme. And he also got a cloth cape, as well as a sort of different blaster there. I don't know if it's actually a different mold. Yeah, it is. Different sculpt, and it's painted. So that's kind of cool. These are nice little figures. I kind of regret not getting more of them, although I was afraid of getting a bunch more Stormtroopers, although really that wouldn't have been that bad now that I think about it. I kind of wish I did get more of these. pretty cute. So let's see what else I have here. I got a couple of these kind of, I guess they're erasers, rubber erasers. See what's in there. This one actually doesn't have any tape on it, interestingly enough. Although I don't know if I can get it open any better than the other ones. Come on. There we go. So this is, yeah, it's C3PO. Let's take a look at what the other ones were. I've got quite a number of them in different colors too, apparently. Yoda, Boba Fett, Han Solo, C3PO, R2-D2, Stormtrooper, Vader, and Luke, it looks like. And it seems as though they have white, gold, and, well, it says khaki rather, and black. I don't know, kind of a tan color, I guess. These remind me of those muscle figures, you know, that we used to have. Kinnikuman figures. Pretty cool. They're just sort of, you know, not exactly rubber, but kind of softer rubber or softer plastic than some of these. Let's see what the other one I got is black, I can tell. And it is dark. No, it's not. The black threw me off. It is Han Solo. There's Han Solo. Yeah, these are pretty nicely sculpted. They remind me a little bit of the Galactic Heroes figures, although they're a little smaller. That's cool. Lastly, among the Gachapon figures was this. This is actually not a figure at all. This is a pinball machine, believe it or not. It says Star Wars Space Pinball. They actually had 6 different kinds. And I think these were only like 300 yen, so about $3 or less. Which seems pretty cool for an entire pinball machine, right? Let's see what it looks like inside, if I can ever get it open. They really didn't want this one coming open, it seems like. This one has a fair amount of assembly involved, so we've got some stickers and a bunch of parts to assemble, so I will do that and come right back to you. So here we have the assembled pinball machine. I mean, it's just a little toy, but for $3 or so, it's actually pretty fun. Put the stickers on all the different sides, and there's even some stickers you put on these little things in here that turn around, and basically you use this to shoot the little ball bearing up, and this is the pedals. It's not super faithful to actual pinball, but and it's also a little difficult to play while I'm showing it to you, but yeah, it's fun. So, oh, I was going to show you also the other ones that are available. They have a number of designs, nothing with Jabba on it, unfortunately, or I would have definitely tried for that, but they have, let's see here, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda and Clone Trooper, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Resistance, and First Order themed ones. And I think they just, basically they give you different stickers and also different inside part here for the pinball, but yeah, that's pretty fun. So last but not least, I did want to show you the inside of this Daruma figure. Now a Daruma, if you are not aware, is sort of a traditional Japanese figure that's shaped like this, like what we're going to show you here, but it's got a, I'll just put up a picture of it right here. It's got a kind of a scary looking face. Traditionally you would color in one of the eyes when you have like a big thing you want to accomplish or something like that, a wish. And if you actually are able to accomplish it, you can then color in the other eye and make it complete. And also it's sort of a thing where it, you know, doesn't fall down. It's like a, one of those weebles. Here's a picture of it, yeah. There we are. So the idea behind this thing is that these are all in the shape of a Daruma, but they're different sort of pop culture characters, I guess. For Star Wars, they had R2-D2, and they also had BB-8, but I got the R2-D2. So I'll take it out here, and there he is in all his glory. It's pretty nice paintwork, actually. He doesn't, as far as I know, move or do anything, really, but he will sort of wobble there for you if you want. There we go. There we go. Money well spent. No, he's actually pretty cute. You can spin him around. So that's what I picked up from my time in Japan. As I said, I'll do the Gamorrean Guard in a separate review. And until then, thanks for sticking around, and hopefully I'll have more videos coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.